Hi, I'm Jackie McAlmond, and today I'm going to be teaching you about my pattern I made. It's the hip holster. This is what it looks like, and here's one that is all made up, and it fits down here on your hip. You can't hardly see it, so it fits flat and stays out of the way. It's very comfortable to wear. It has a pocket here that's big enough to hold money, chapstick, car keys. It also has a little keychain here for car keys. It has another pocket here, and with two little pockets inside that hold credit cards, driver's license. And then in this larger pocket, I keep my cell phone, and it's a large one, so it holds that just fine, and sunglasses. And you can run around all day long, do your grocery shopping, go for a walk, take the dogs out for a walk, whatever you choose. You should have all of your stabilizers on your pieces, and your fleece on the one side of your number one pattern. But the next part, you need to transfer your markings for your zipper, and you can do it on either piece. You can do it on your lining, or I actually like to do it on the stabilizer because it's easier and you can see it better. And but you use your stabilizer piece, and you're going to take your lining and you're going to put them right sides together. After you sew around these black lines, you're going to want to cut along that red line. And here is my project so far. And I haven't cut it yet. So an easy way to cut it, I usually fold it and I make a small little snip right on that red line. And then I just cut along that edge till I get to the V, and very carefully cut those corners because you don't want to snip your threads. So you want to get close, but you don't want to cut through them. And again, here I go, cutting all the way down to that little V and snipping to the corner, but not through the threads, just like that. And then at that point, you just pull your fabric through, all the way through like this. And it'll look kind of like this here, and you'll want to press it because it's kind of messy looking. But your right side is on the back now, and you've got your opening for your zipper. So I'm going to press this, and I'll be right back. Hi. At this point, this is the way your project should look. It has the opening for your zipper. This is the back, and here is your front. And now we want to line our zipper inside of the opening. So how we're going to do that is we basically line it up in here, and it'll be a little longer in the back. You can use different types of zippers too. Here I have a lace one, but whatever you really like to use. And you're going to sew it around the little box area about 1/8 of an inch from the edges, and then you will trim off the back. So this is the way it looks now after it has the zipper in it, and it's trimmed off on the ends. So you stitch in that little box, you can unzip it, and there you go. So at this point, we're going to set this one aside and start on the small pocket. When I make the zipper for the pocket, I usually measure it down to about 5.5 inches. So what I do is I sew the little tabs on the ends here on the right side of the zipper, and I make sure that the little pull is on the inside. So I have it like this, and then I will press it and cut off this excess on both ends, and that keeps the bulk down in the pocket. This is the zipper, and number two pieces has one side is stabilized and the other side isn't, and you sandwich the zipper in between those two sides just like that, with the right side facing the interfacing, the one with the interfacing. And then after that, after you stitch it in place with your zipper foot, you want to press it back like that. So this will be the top of your pocket, and then we will add the bottom part on the pocket, basically done the very exact same way. Hi, this is the zipper, the pocket, and this is the bottom part. It's done exactly the same way the top part was done. So you just fold it. We're going to fold it back down so it has wrong sides together, and then we're going to press it so that it's nice and flat, and we'll stitch 1/8 of an inch on these seams away from the zipper to finish that off, and then we'll stitch around the top and the bottom. So I'll get back to that. This is the pocket so far, and I've done just a tacking down basting stitch that goes around here, and it starts at the red line on this side and the red line on this side, and goes up across the top and down there. And at that red line on this side, you want to start your gathering stitch, and you want to gather it all the way around, and then you're going to put on your lining for the next piece, which I believe is piece number 4. And it's going to be smaller, and you're going to fit this in here, and we'll be stitching it down. So that's the next step that I'll be working on. This is the pocket at this point, and it is, unzip it and see the inside. This was all down here was gathered. Now the next, and up here it's top stitch, not top stitch, but basted. The next part we're going to do is we'll be putting on the piping, and the piping is optional. You may not want to add piping, but then again you might want to. It adds a nice touch. I like to make my own so that it looks nice with it. So the next part we will be doing the piping. I've applied the piping on the pocket, and I left these top edges open so I could pull it down and clip out the cording that's on the inside. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold these edges back like that, and I'm going to press it really well so that they all stay underneath, because we'll need that under there when we apply it to the pocket. And these will fold down like that, and it'll make a nice clean finished edge on our holster. So that will be our next step.